Hey guys, it's me, Void. I know I've been kind of spotty with content recently, and that's mostly just been due to the fact of the whole um, Outcome Memories drama, I guess. But I can't fully blame it on that as well. But in this video, I'm just going to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on the whole situation and kind of my backstory with Outcome and what the future of my content is going to be. So, for starters, I think everything that happened all the bad things that happened in this game was due to making things go public and not keeping things private, and just constantly giving attention to the drama and all of the scandals and everything. And what I mean by that is that they just should not care what other people think when it comes to, what they think about this dev and what they think about that dev. Not caring what other people think goes a long way. But, that could also do damage as well, like not listening to player feedback about, if a character needs nerfed or not. And, the whole scandal of how people think the testers just, screw around for 2 hours and not really test anything. But I'm not getting into that whole thing. I'm just talking about how unfairly Romeo was treated and how many times this game could have bounced back but just kept digging its own hole deeper and deeper and deeper. I loved this game. I've met some of my best friends through this game, believe it or not. People I make those videos with, are people I've met through the community of Outcome. And it's crazy to say it, Outcome kind of changed my life a little bit because it's adding a schedule into my normal life cycle to where I'd come home from work and I'd instantly jump on call just to talk to my friends, and we'd play the games, we'd make fun videos, we'd just have a blast and just, just kind of forget about life a little bit. But the day that Outcomes started going downhill was the moment I started losing motivation to upload, and just a bunch of things as well. I didn't have any motivation to upload. I didn't have any motivation to do any events in the Discord server. I didn't even have any motivation to, interact with the people in my server. But I got some people to thank as well. It's Dystyle, JS4, Pote, Alex, and Vinci, my day one. Now you guys might be asking who those guys are. Well, they're the people who usually show up in my videos and all these things as well. I've met them through the Outcome Memories community. Pote was the first person to join the server. Vinci was the one I made the server with. It's just we're all a close group of friends of just complete strangers who were united by this game. And that's crazy to me to think that, like, if this game didn't exist, our friend group wouldn't have existed as well. It's just so weird to think about the ultimate timeline of us not meeting. And that would have never led to me meeting Vinci and Pote in real life for the first time at a Comic-Con in my state. It was amazing meeting them, and they were really cool in person. But, like I said, I was going to give my backstory with Outcome. So here it goes. So I'm a big Sonic fan. I've been a fan ever since I was 5 years old, with my first game being Sonic Colors on the DS, believe it or not, which, in my opinion is the superior version, but that's for a different video. So I was scrolling on TikTok, and I saw this guy playing Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I know, a different game, but still, we'll get there. It was Vinci. He was live streaming on TikTok. I think he had like maybe only 2 or 3 viewers, but I was in there chatting, saying, "Oh, hey man, how's it going?" And just it's completely random, just crazy NRG. So then he's like, "Oh, I'm on Twitch." So I go over his Twitch, follow him there. I think I sent him like $4 or something. I don't remember. And then I ended up adding him on Discord, and we started talking for a little bit, and just started talking a crap ton about our favorite Sonic games and like what the character should be. And me and him we're both Unleashed Glazers. He loves Sonic Riders, and it was just a great friendship that sprouted from the Sonic community. And then came the day me and him decided to make a Discord server where we recorded a little promotional video talking about, what will go on and what games we'll play and stuff. And one of those games was Outcome Memories. And I'm telling you, half of the people in the server would not be there if it wasn't for this game. Like, I'm telling you, man, there's so many people that had profile pictures of the Outcome Memories cast, like Fleetway, Rewrite. It wasn't even in the game yet, but that's my favorite EXE, believe it or not. And just a bunch of things as well. And I met some of my best friends online through them joining the server and just getting to know them. Pote, he was the first person to join the server, and me and Vinci, actually started talking to him because he was pointing out that somebody's account was flagged of possible terrorism, believe it or not. and we got that guy banned, and yada yada, and ended up making him moderator. Kind of like a little origin story for Pote. Now I don't remember all of the other origin stories, I guess, for the other guys. I know JS Ford won an event that we did, and then Die Style, is just Die Style, and Alex is Pote's friend. That's kind of a short summary of all of that, but none of us would be talking and just together as friends if Outcome Memories didn't exist. I'd play the game every day. I grinded that game so much. It was so fun to record. The fact that Sonic was actually playable in an EXE game was mind-boggling because, for some reason, no matter which version of the EXE it is, they always just don't want to include Sonic. But I'm going to have a completely different video ranting about EXEs. But yeah, like I said, different video, not this one. And now for the future. Where am I going to go with my content now? I don't know yet, to be honest with you. I don't know if I'm going to wait for another Sonic asymmetrical game to come out, or I'm just going to record multiplayer Sonic games with my friends, or just do funny moments. Probably a mix of all of that. I'm going to be honest with you guys, what I've just been doing. I don't really have a theme of what my content's going to be, but I am going to have to do some rebranding. I got my Outcome Memories banner. I'm just going to have to change it up a little bit. You guys know. But I want to thank you guys for all the support throughout these couple of months. I went from 120 subscribers to all the way to 480, a number I didn't even think was possible. With me being a small channel, that means the world to me. Ever since I was a little kid, YouTube has been something I've always wanted to do, and I don't plan on stop doing. So if you guys will, please support me by doing whatever, if that's liking, subscribing, leaving a comment, or just watching the video, just acknowledging me. It's just like, it means a lot to me, and there's a lot of people that, I could thank to get me to this point. But, yeah, this is me, Voidex, and I'll see you guys in the next one.